go play action, hit him.
Third and short, Drake. And it likely forces a punt
Out on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but
I'm in the end zone. Gets around him. Well, and the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here comes Brandon Marshall and the rest of the offense as they gear up to go again. Most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And again the footwork. And he's into the clear. The 40. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Orleans Darkwa on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. And the route is on here in this first half. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when you're other...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's the former Dolphin All-Pro Olivier Vernon. In there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. Look at the dance and the juke. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And our attention now hones in on Brandon Marshall. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. They'll run again now with Darkwa. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about which team will be featured prominently in those.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Orleans Darkwa on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to. What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So that drive, 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
And it's a fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here's Tannehill. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Tannehill with a hook up to Thomas for a Dolphin first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A gain of 32 that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. Tannehill now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys are there.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got it at the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Into the red zone now. Manning. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Roger Lewis. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants just continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Rosas now to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, here's Tannehill. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And that hits at the 6. And carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at Madden. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to slither by. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now we'll see what Brandon Marshall and the offense has in store this go-around. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
We'll throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. He's still barreling through. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Here's Darquan. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Ooh, the juke. Still going. They can't stop him. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't?
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Orleans Darquan taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Rosas now to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter. Now, this is